Good morning from the Punta Langosta port at Cozumel, Mexico. Today we have no excursions booked, just kind of exploring, so let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we finished exploring Cozumel a little bit. Didn't do too much, just kind of wandered around the port area. Stopped at Senor Frog's for some Wi-Fi and chips and salsa and tacos.
Yes.
Very good, but officially had some tacos in Mexico.
And that was what I wanted.
Yeah.
It was insane in there, though.
Yes.
There was even a clown.
There was. Lots of random things happening. Trying to, push shots and give you, balloon animals. And
Tableside guacamole.
yeah, and then randomly taking pictures and putting them in frames and trying to sell those, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd missed that part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but that was
yeah.
fun.
Oh, my turtle.
Yeah. Got a little souvenir. Just a little turtle, bobblehead turtle for $1.
Yes.
So, very cute. But yeah. So now we're back on board. We have tequila margarita tasting at 4. So until then, it's time to head to some more trivia. See if we can keep our streak. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But Disney trivia, so let's go.
What are the names of the 3 Caballeros? Disney trivia.
Not quite as well this time, only 16 out of 25, but that's okay. And then it was time to catch a ride on the Aquaduck before our tequila margarita tasting. The Aquaduck is an inner tube water slide available on both the Disney Dream and Disney Fantasy. This was such a cute little ride. Wasn't very long, but it was cool to go through the clear parts of the tube when you're going over the ship or going past Cozumel. Very, very cool to see. Our tequila margarita tasting was in the Skyline Lounge, and this was $23 per person. However, this price has gone up to now $40 per person, and this included 3 tastings of tequila as well as 2 margaritas.
First of all, welcome to Skyline Bar. Welcome to the Tequila and Margarita Seminar. To buy a good tequila, do you know what is the difference between the good tequila and the bad tequila? So I'm going to show you what's the difference between this tequila that I'm holding on my hand, blue. Jose Cuervo, everybody knows this tequila, right?
Yep.
So, it says here, made with blue agave only. But are you sure if this is 100% blue agave? Does anybody know how much percentage of blue agave they are using to make this tequila? 54% of blue agave. The rest they are using only corn syrup. That's why you see the color very dark. This tequila is reposado. What's the difference between this tequila and Patron reposado? Very obviously, right? Why is this color? Because of the syrup, corn syrup. All right. That's why it's very important when you are buying your tequila. You have to see the difference between the good tequila and the bad one. Like here says, tequila 100% of agave. So that means they are using 100% of blue agave. Very important that one, okay? We're gonna start with this Patron Reposado. This is the Patron Reposado. Patron Reposado is aged in a bourbon barrel from 6 months to 1 year. That's why it's getting a little bit dark color. It's not like the Patron Silver. So I'm gonna ask you to take your Patron Reposado. No, I don't want we are not using silver for the Patron Añejo is aged in the bourbon barrels for 1 year to 2 years, all right? That's why the color of the Patron Añejo is a little bit darker than the Reposado. See? And this one, Patron Piedra, is Reposado in bourbon barrels from 4 to 5 years. That's why you see the color darker than the previous one. All right. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to have the second one smoother than the first one. Right. So we are going to have we are not going to have the third tequila. We are going to make a margarita. Patron XO. It's a Patron coffee, alright? It's like a kind of Kahlua. I'm gonna ask, please everybody to stand up. I'm gonna ask you to repeat after me, alright? Okay. Arriba.
Arriba.
Pa abajo.
Abajo.
Al centro.
Al centro.
Pa adentro.
Pa adentro.
Shoot it.
Back to the Walt Disney Theater for tonight's showing of Frozen. So we have our towel animal for the evening. We have a monkey.
How cute.
Very cute, hanging up here. We had the 2 swans saved, and he must have used one of the swans to make the monkey.
Oh no.
Dinner this evening was at the Royal Court, which is right off the main atrium. And this restaurant is inspired by many of the different princess films. And there's mosaics all over the restaurant, as well as some small touches of the breadbasket being a carriage, as well as some of the lights being carriages, and I even had a princess at my table. Our dinner started with some bread service, so this evening was an herb brioche with an olive spread. For our appetizers, we ordered the Gaston's escargot, which was served with some garlic butter. We also ordered the iced lobster and jumbo shrimp, which was served with some green asparagus and horseradish cream. And lastly, we ordered the breaded and deep-fried brie, which was served with an orange and cranberry chutney. I also ordered a French onion soup with a Gruyere cheese crouton. For our entree, we both ordered the pasta dish with the lobster and shrimp. And for dessert, both of us ordered the Grand Marnier soufflé, which was served with a Grand Marnier crème anglaise. I also ordered the classic opera gâteau, which was layers of a sponge cake soaked in coffee syrup, chocolate ganache, and rich buttercream. And Hannah also ordered the Tahitian vanilla creme brulee, served with an almond biscotti. We were also given a celebration cake this evening to celebrate our honeymoon. Look how cute.
Hi, friends. Ignore that we're pirates.
Yes. So we forgot to film a closing yesterday. We were both very tired.
I was gonna say, we didn't forget. We said, I'm tired. Let's go sleep.
Yeah. It was a very long night yesterday. The ship was rocking quite a bit, so we were both just
Yeah, I was having a hard time.
medicated on Dramamine and just trying to get through.
Living the C-band life.
Yes. So, ignore the pirates for now, but last night, or tonight in the video that you're watching currently, we had our Cozumel day.
Yes.
So, I think we talked about Cozumel already.
Yes.
The tequila margarita tasting.
Yeah, we didn't tell y'all about that. That also knocked us out.
Yes. That knocked us out early, before we even set sail.
Yeah.
So when we booked it, it was $23 a person.
Mm-hmm.
It has since gone up in price, and now it's $40 a person.
Insane.
Yes, huge price increase. But
They did honor our booking price, though. We
Right.
did not have to pay the $40.
which was nice. But the tasting was a lot more intense than I think either of us expected. I knew it was going to be 3 tequila shots and 2 margaritas.
You told me shots. Those were not
those
tequila shots.
Those were bigger than just a normal shot. So that was fun. But the margarita was fantastic.
Well, we had 2 margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
The classic lime margarita was probably one of the best margaritas I've ever had.
Same. Phenomenal. He did not do a sour mix at all. He just squeezed some fresh juices in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, phenomenal. And all of it was Patron. So,
Yeah,
top
it was
shelf.
Patron all throughout. Does Disney have a partnership with Patron? I
Who
don't
knows?
know. That is what you would get in the tequila margarita tasting, though.
Yes. So, good tequila and good times.
Unless you're me. Because the last tequila, the board says silver, reposado, and anejo.
Mhm.
And surprise, we're not following the board.
Right.
And the last one is
XO.
coffee tequila.
Yes, the Patron XO. And
And coffee for me is just, I can't do the taste at all. So you asked if there was anything that I could try instead of the coffee, because I don't like coffee. So then they brought me, I think, Don Julio Reposado. So if you're not into coffee, you can ask for that instead.
yeah.
And they may or may not accommodate, but yeah. But the last one you take as a shot. The first 2 tequilas you sip. Then they give you the 2 margaritas, which our second was a mango margarita.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good. Both were on the rocks. There was no ice,
No ice.
ice in them, but they were not frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is supposed to be a toast and take the coffee tequila as a shot. So then everyone took their shot, and I'm just like trying to frantically sip this Don Julio Reposado tequila because,
Yeah.
But it was good. Everybody seemed happy. It was painful. There was a lot of shuddering happening. And then afterward, we were just a little out of it.
Yes. So, mixing the movement of the boat with the heavy tequila in our bodies, it was a lot of fun. Made for an interesting evening. But then
Nobody got sick.
we did not get sick.
Nobody puked.
But then we went to dinner.
Well, we went to the show.
Oh yeah, the show. So Frozen.
We saw Frozen. Frozen had lots of puppets.
Yes.
Which was surprising. They cut a lot of things and rearranged some things.
Yeah.
Let It Go was like one of the first 5 songs.
Mhm.
Like way, way in the beginning. So that was like, oh, we're doing this now. Okay. But I really liked the puppeteering
that was
they
cool.
used in that show. And Sven was the same performer who played the magic carpet in Aladdin the previous night, and just a really, really wonderful physical performer. So he did a really wonderful job, I thought.
Yeah.
And Olaf was very fun. If you've seen the Broadway or touring production of Frozen, it's a very similar puppet system that they use for Olaf on those productions as they do in this production. The only difference is that in the Broadway version of the show, the performer wears all white and like a white stocking cap, and in this one they had him almost like Snow Miser.
Yeah.
With like funny glasses.
And like Hades hair.
Yeah. So that was a little weird, but he did a good job. Anna was very fun and everyone seemed to absolutely love her.
She was fantastic.
Yeah. So everybody was having a good time at Frozen. And
Yeah.
of course it snowed. Surprise. Spoiler alert. But we had a good time, and then we had dinner
Yes.
at Royal Court.
So first time eating there for this trip.
And I feel like it was probably our weakest dining experience thus far.
Yeah. The appetizers were good, and then it kind of just stayed similar.
I tried escargot,
Yeah.
and it was not terrible. We had the baked brie, the escargot, and then the
Shrimp and lobster.
iced shrimp and lobster.
Yes. The shrimp was fantastic.
Yeah, the shrimp was very good. They only give you one teeny tiny piece of lobster, and then the baked brie was 2 pieces, and so we each had one. And I thought it tasted like a funnel cake dipped in the jam. I don't know, man. And then you had soup.
Yeah, which was not very good. It was a like French onion soup. It was kind of on the sweeter side. I like my French onion soup on the saltier side. So that was weird, but it was okay. Did not finish it, but
And then we had the same entree.
yes, the lobster and shrimp pasta dish.
Yes. Except it was very, very strange.
Mhm.
The sauce wasn't at all what I thought it was going to be, and there wasn't very much of it.
Yeah.
And then there were like 3 pieces, small pieces of meat in the center of the bowl, and that was it. And I don't know if they heard us lurk and were lurking around, and then they offered to bring us more lobster to add to our pasta. So we were able to do that because I was like, this is all just carbs.
Yeah.
So no veggies in it at all. It was just pasta and like 3 pieces of meat. And it was
good,
fine.
but nothing extravagant.
Yeah. And then we had our desserts. We both had the souffle, the Grand Marnier souffle, and I had the creme brulee, and you had an
The gâteau,
opera gâteau.
the opera gâteau.
And I liked my creme brulee better.
I liked the souffle just because I know how hard it is to make a souffle, and it was a good sauce with it. I didn't really get the flavors of Grand Marnier, but
No, to me it just tasted like vanilla.
yeah.
So it was fine. And then when we were so stuffed we could barely function, then they brought us out a little congratulatory chocolate mousse dessert
Yeah.
and made us hold hands and put it between us. So I took a bite and I was like, I can't do anything else.
But
We've also started crayon games at dinner,
yes.
which are like brain teasers, like, look at the horse, giraffe, whatever, it's going this way, make it go a different direction, or there's a ball in a goalpost, move 2 crayons to move the ball outside of the goalpost. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Putra said he'd have a harder one for us coming up, so we'll see.
Yes. He said he's going to step it up tonight, so we will be sure to record those this evening if they are difficult. So, looking forward, or not this evening, tomorrow when you're watching this video.
Yeah.
On Pirate Night. Thus our ensemble.
Our ensemble.
There you go. But yeah, that will, I think, pretty much do it for the Cozumel day.
Yeah.
Be sure to tune in next week for our Grand Cayman day, full of Pirate Night and snorkeling.
See us romp around in these outfits.
Yeah,
You know you want to.
exactly. So, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.